Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. This is Tracy Wagner with Versatile Inspirations, and today is the third of our 5-part series discussing how to talk with spirit, what we can expect from spirit, and just all of those little secrets to connecting with our spirit team and receiving those spirit whispers that we all are able to receive. We just have to know how to do it and what to expect and how to connect. So let's get started. First, what are spirit whispers? Well, they can be surprising, quite honestly. They can kind of come out of nowhere, and if you don't know what you're looking for, you may have no idea that you actually are receiving spirit whispers. They are very gentle. Again, if we're not sure what it is that we're receiving, we may think it's our own thoughts, or it's monkey mind, or it's just stuff coming and bombarding us. But honestly, the spirit whispers are very gentle. They just kind of come just like a whisper to us. They're also very quiet. Now, gentle and quiet sound similar, but gentle just means that they're actually from that love and light from the divine. So they're very gentle. Quiet just means that they're not going to be loud and obnoxious sounding. They're going to be very quiet, like a whisper. So with that, what happens is we can go about our day and do things and see things and experience things. And we may be receiving these spirit whispers and we don't know that we're receiving them. Sometimes if you're sensitive, you're going to feel it also, and you may even act on the spirit whispers without even knowing. You're just following your intuition. You're following those spirit whispers, whether you know it or not. But when we know how to sense and to experience these spirit whispers, we can listen to them more often, even in a crowded room. So, how do we receive these divine messages? Lots of different ways. And this is not the end all be all. There are tons of ways in which to receive divine messages, some of which are the clairs. Our clairs are open to spirit whispers. They also are part of our intuition. They actually help us decipher things. And some people may be sensitive, like clairvoyant wise, you can clearly see things, whereas other people may hear things, so they're more clairaudient. So depending on where you reside with your sensitivity, you may pick up on different ways in which to receive those spirit whispers. Intuition, psychics, and mediums. So the clairs are similar to our intuition. How I decipher the difference is that with the clairs, you're very open and you kind of know about the clairvoyance and clairaudience. Whereas when we use our intuition, a lot of people say their intuition, they may just feel a gut feeling, which is part of the clairs, but some people don't like to associate that with, they don't like to associate the clairs with themselves. they they don't even really like to say that, oh, it's my intuition. They just say, oh, it was just a gut feeling. It was just something that just, I just knew, where that is actually a clair as well. But the intuition, why I put that there with psychic and medium, is because you may be psychic and you don't know it, or you may be a medium and don't know it, but you receive your divine messages in those ways. You may be a psychic and you may get impressions and words and feelings, smells, tastes, and that's your psychic awareness giving you those spirit whispers. If you're a medium, basically you're already in contact with spirit, and you may see them, you may hear them, you may just feel them. And so what you're doing when you have the mediumship abilities is you're just tapping into the spirit realm, just right away. So those are other ways in which we can receive our divine messages. Also, with pendulums, if you want a tool to actually help you to get messages from spirit and from the divine, pendulums are a great way. They actually help just decipher messages by you can use a spirit board, which we talked about last week, and I'll put the recording link underneath the description for this class. But pendulums are great in answering and deciphering spirit whispers. Signs and symbols. Signs and symbols can be anything and everything. What is our job is to interpret those signs and symbols as far as what do those things mean to us. Now, I have a friend who actually, before her father passed, she asked for him to show her that he was with her by just putting out a rainbow. So every time he was with her, if he could show her a rainbow. And an hour after he passed, she saw the most brilliant, not double, not even single, but triple rainbow. And while she was driving home from the hospice, and she just had to pull over because she just knew that he had done that for her. It wasn't anywhere else, what she said. It was just right in front of her. And as she drove, when she was able to get around to driving again, when she drove, it was only in that moment that she saw it. When she went up the road a little ways, you couldn't see it. It went from 3 to 2 to 1 to not even being there anymore. So it just solidified that her dad was at peace, and he remembered that he was going to send her that beautiful rainbow. And interestingly enough, almost every single day for a whole week, there was a rainbow somewhere. And she said maybe she was thinking about it, and she just was more aware, but it doesn't matter. The fact is that when you are aware of these angel spirits, these signs and symbols, they will pop up in your thoughts and in your mind and in your space, just because it is in your mind. You are looking for them, whether you know it or not. If you weren't looking for them before, maybe they would have shown up. But when you are in tune with and being present to those spirit whispers, they show up all the time. Channeling. Channeling is a great way to receive those divine messages and those spirit whispers. Channeling, because it is a quiet and gentle way of delivering to you, when you are present and when you are still, then those messages can come through loud and clear. So they'll be able to come to you in a manner that you'll be able to write them down, you'll be able to record them, or you'll just be able to receive them because you're allowing the channeling of the information to come to you. So it's a great way to receive those spirit whispers, especially when you're quiet. The cards. Now, these cards are tarot cards, oracle cards, or any cards that maybe you put together for yourself. Some people use just playing cards as well. But cards are a great way to receive divine messages and spirit whispers. They use your energy and the energy of your spirit team and spirit to actually help you decipher messages that are coming to you. If you're not clairaudient, or you don't get like a internal intuition, like a knowing, cards are a great way just to ask a question or just put it out there that you are willing and open to receiving messages. And the cards actually, with their images, with words, with numbers, colors, I mean, just about anything. The cards hold a lot of different ways for signs and symbols to come to you in order to be able to put those messages in a clear and concise way so that you understand them. It's a great way to work with divine spirit. So what can you expect from these spirit whispers? Well, like we've already talked about, there are signs. There are signs everywhere. Just expect to receive any kind of signs and symbols, just like my friend expected to receive those rainbows. They will be shown to you. Now, you don't have to openly, constantly just be aware, but because you have put the intention out there that you're open to receiving signs and symbols, they're going to show up just about everywhere. And there again, it's your will to decipher the meanings of those signs. But that's the fun of it. That is what is so wonderful. It's because it's individually given to you. There's reasons why these things come to you. And subconsciously, you're going to know what they are. Symbols. Any kind of symbol that is out there, it doesn't matter what it's for, you probably have your own opinion about what those symbols are. It can be anything and everything, like I said, but if you see a picture of a seashell on a beach, what does that mean to you? Now, you may say, it doesn't mean anything to me except for it's a seashell on a beach. But that is where we shift a little in order to be open and receiving the messages that are coming to us from spirit. Sometimes on an empty beach, a seashell seems out of place. Or if you're walking in your house somewhere and you look down, or you're looking ahead and a feather falls out of the sky, and you don't have pet birds and you know that there's no birds in your house, but there's this feather. What does that mean to you? What do feathers mean to you? What do seashells mean to you? Anything that just is your focused attention on, anything that you see that just comes into clear focus for you, just think about what that means to you. What could spirit be maybe whispering to you? And knowing that you have kind of focused on this thing, just take a moment to be still. And by doing so, you may get the answer right away about what that symbol means. You can expect that when you don't expect to receive signs and symbols and spirit whispers, they're going to show up. There is no set time or date or anything to when and what you can expect. Look at these spirit whispers as an opportunity to be able to look further down the road, possibly, and maybe there's changes that need to happen. So, what can you expect with that? The unexpected. You can expect you to feel pretty lucky in certain instances. Sometimes you're going to feel like you just won the lottery, or that you're not alone, or that you're so loved. Because these spirit whispers are coming from the divine, they are for your highest and best good, and you are going to feel lucky when you allow those spirit whispers to come to you, when you allow the help that they're trying to give to you. So just know that they are for your highest and best good always. And if they ask you to do something different, to change, to look in a different direction, just think about that. Put that into your heart and see if that really resides there, if you really connect with that. And then make a decision. When can you expect to receive these spirit whispers? I get that question a lot. Well, I asked the universe for this, or I asked for the universe for that. So when is it coming? That is the big question, right? The fact of the matter is, they can come at any time. You can download this information right now. Honestly, when we go within, when we allow and sense and observe and just notice and trust what we're getting in those spirit whispers, then it makes life a lot easier. We're able to move forward in our life with ease and grace. And when we don't put expectations on it, we allow ourselves to be open. Sometimes when we focus so much on how it should come to us, when it should come to us, and in what manner it should come to us, we miss those beautiful golden opportunities to learn, to advance, and especially for patience, for when we're truly ready to receive. Because if we're not ready to receive and it shows up, we really won't know what that looks like. So what I really want you to know is, with all of this, be open. Believe in what you're getting, and then you will receive it. And this is a beautiful opportunity for you to move forward with that. Just be open, believe and trust what you're getting from Spirit, and then also be open to receiving. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I will talk with you again soon. And as always, I'm sending you and yours love, light, and eternal blessings. Take care.